Welcome to a brand new edition of the Rundown with Ramon Show. I'm Ramon Ray, publisher of Zone of Genius.com. And on this show, we do one thing and one thing alone, help you start or grow your business or live your best life. You're in for a treat today. Our headline of the day today are 3 systems every entrepreneur must have to be a success. We're going to dive into that, our flagship topic of the day today. But before we get to that, we have a few other things to touch on. And that's going to be Amazon is closing. It's Amazon Go and Amazon Fresh stores, what that means for you and me. As always, lessons learned from the headline and what it applies to our business. Anthropic's Claude chat bot spikes after Super Bowl ads. Seems like Captain Obvious, but there's a lesson in there for us to learn. Dollar Tree is targeting affluent areas in a bid to boost sales. We're going to touch on that, and then we're going to dive into the lessons of processes, which was inspired by Seth Godin. Welcome to a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon. If you don't want to miss out on anything that we do, the one thing I want you to do is sign up to zoneofgenius.com's email newsletter, and you can do that by going to zoneofgenius.com. If you don't see it, just go to /subscribe, but zoneofgenius.com. And don't forget to sign up to our YouTube channel at Zone of Genius Yes, at Zone of Genius Yes. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. Welcome to a brand new day. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Welcome to Alexandria Nicole. You know, Alexandria, I was thinking about you over the weekend. I was looking at the Breakfast Club, and I love doing this show, and you always ask them amazing questions. Seems like our times are in sync, and I'm like, man, what if Alexandria was on this show with me at a certain point in the show? I don't know, maybe too much. I don't know if it will make a difference in the show or not. Excuse me, but it's something I was thinking about. So Alexandria Nicole, good day to you. Glad you're here. Alexandria, everybody, if you need to know, and you should know, Elevate Your Growth, one of our partners, Elevate Your Growth, EYGEvents.com, building experiences all over the USA and more. So definitely check out what Alexandria is doing. With that, we're going to jump into the show right now. All right, everybody. So as I said, our flagship topic of the day today is going to be about processes that entrepreneurs need. But before I get to that, 3 other headlines I want to talk about, and some of them are very, very similar. But before I do that, I will say a few things. One, I just shoveled snow. I live in the New York area, and it wasn't a lot of snow. It was just one scoop of snow, like with the shovel, several times, my driveway. So it wasn't a lot. But I'm like tired of shoveling snow. It's the middle of February. How much more snow are we going to get? And then when you get the snow, you got to put the salt down too, just in case it gets more, so it doesn't get hard, so it doesn't get slippery. It is what it is. But I'm grateful I had salt. I'm grateful I had gloves. I'm grateful I had a warm house to come back to. I'm grateful I had a shovel. That's number 1. Number 2, guess what I found out? These new glasses I got that I paid extra to have the anti-glare treatment put on, they don't have anti-glare. I was wondering and looking at my glasses, I'm like, is it just because they're new? Or do these glasses not have anti-glare? Lo and behold, they don't have anti-glare. Now, I could go put my old glasses on. I like how these look, but my new glasses are coming in about 2 weeks. So I just feel bad because there is more glare, and I just wanted to call it out that I know there's glare people, but hopefully we'll be getting some new glasses, and the glare will be gone. Welcome to a brand new day, everybody. This is the Rundown with Ramon. Let's dive into our headlines of the day today. So number 1. Amazon is shutting down all Amazon Go and Amazon Fresh stores and will convert some locations into Whole Foods Market stores as it expands the brand's footprint. Now, I wonder why they're closing it. It says its branded stores failed to deliver a distinctive customer experience with an economic model that can be scaled up successfully. So they had 57 stores, 57 Fresh stores, and 15 Amazon Go locations. So the details of this are not so important. I think it's a lesson learned. Now, Amazon did a multi-million-dollar experiment to build out 57 plus 10 stores. That takes millions of dollars each property, the staffing, the branding, all that has to be done, and now they're shutting it down. But the lesson learned is this. Why did I have a disconnection near my mic? Let me make sure it's there still. Yes, it's still there. Okay. But the lesson learned is this on Amazon. In order to succeed, in order to go forward, you got to take some risk. You got to do some experimentation. You have to see what works and be able to say it didn't work and shut it down. My event series called Genius Talks, a brand new event series in New York City. It's almost all sold out in New York City. I'm very happy with that. But it couldn't have done. Maybe it wouldn't have sold out. Maybe it wouldn't have worked. But it is working. So there's things in business that you want to do that you know you need to do, but the reason why you don't do them, the reason why you don't know if they work is because you haven't done it yet. As Michael Jordan says, every shot you don't take is guaranteed to miss. I don't know if he said it, but it sounds smart. I'll attribute it to him. You're guaranteed to miss every shot you don't take. So when I think of Amazon starting Amazon Fresh, starting Amazon Go, and then shutting them down, they took a bet. They took a risk. They had to build something, and they had to build it in different markets and see if you or I would be shoppers to buy. And clearly, we did go in there. We did shop. But they said, what I'm reading is they didn't make enough money that was worthwhile for the investment they're putting in. And they said, hey, we have Whole Foods. Let's just dive all into Whole Foods and do that. But will they do something else different? Will they keep experimenting? Absolutely. So the nugget of the day today, if Amazon can experiment, so can you. You don't have to experiment millions and millions of dollars, but you can definitely experiment to some degree. Welcome to a brand new edition of The Rundown with Ramon. My name is Ramon Ray, and this is a brand new show. Doris, I hope your weekend, Doris, has been well and blessed. Glad you're here today, Doris. Thanks for showing up at The Rundown with Ramon, seeing value in this show today. Greg, great day to you, Greg. Glad you are here on today's Rundown with Ramon. Greg, thanks for being here today, joining Alexandria and Doris in today's Rundown with Ramon. Another headline of the day, ding, 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 ding. Anthropic's Claude chatbot spikes after Super Bowl ads. Sounds obvious. Anthropic's Super Bowl ads targeting rival OpenAI appear to be delivering returns. The AI giant's chatbot Claude climbed the U.S. App Store leaderboard, reaching its highest rank ever on Friday at 7th place, up from 41st. Now, this may sound like obvious, but a few things I want to say about doing advertising, especially main big advertising like this. Number one, they advertised in the Super Bowl. They got a huge amount of visibility and branding about the ad before the ad even aired on the Super Bowl. Number two, of course, the ad aired. And then number three, people talked about it afterwards. They took a bet to poke fun at their largest rival, so got some huge play. One lesson learned: when you do an ad, try to do an ad so good that people talk about it in a good way. Number two, clearly broadcast advertising, big advertising, should get big results. But the third thing is, for Anthropic, are these the right people that will be there, and will the people stay with them? So that's another thing to think about when you do advertising. Is it the right customer? Is it the right action they're doing? And will this engagement, with a high of you getting these newfound customers, will it stay with you? So I think in Anthropic's case, whether it does or does not, it was a win. They're going for the enterprise space. They're going for AI, and they want to be the household name of technology and AI. And the only way to do that is to do big advertising. So kudos to them. So my lesson learned for us is, I think we should invest in advertising. I think we should invest in getting our brands out there as big as we can. At some point in our business, at some point, word of mouth may not be enough. At some point, just going to chamber events may not be enough. Sometimes you may need to do more to grow your business and to get the attention that your business needs. My name is Ramon Ray. Lessons from Anthropic's Super Bowl ad. It worked for them. Is it time for you to do some advertising that may be a bit bigger than you normally do? Ding, 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 ding. Another lesson learned from a headline of the day. It's a bit warm in here. Why isn't my heater turning down? There we go. Dollar Tree is targeting affluent areas in a bid to boost sales. Dollar Tree's Plano, Texas store represents a shift for the retailer. According to CEO Michael Creedon, the neighborhood would have been too fancy for the discount chain a few years ago. But over the last few years, nearly half of new Dollar Tree stores have opened in wealthier U.S. areas. Big lesson of the day here. Big nugget of the day here, people. And here's the lesson of the day. Here's the nugget of the day. Going back to experimentation, going back to trying new things. You've served one customer segment for years and years and years and years. Let's say you've served teenagers for years and years and years and years with your health supplement. And maybe you realize, you know what? Maybe adults would be good for this too. Let's try it on them. So yes, lesson of the day is trying and seeing what works. But also, in addition to trying and seeing what works, it's also important to know your customers, Dollar Tree has been a store for middle-class Americans, whatever you call it. My wife and I shop at Dollar Tree, no shame. We don't get food from there all the time, but we get, birthday parties, things, and tons of batteries or knickknacks like this, little fancy bags to put gifts in. So we go to Dollar Tree. Yeah, candy. I don't know if we buy candy there, but things we've gone there. Water, if we want the El Cheapo water, we go to Dollar Tree and get it, things like that. But as you're saying, Greg, yes, sometimes you want to branch out. And I would just say sometimes, all the time, to test new markets. As you've been doing something for a few years now, as you have the flywheel built, as it's going well, as you've tested it enough and you realize this is a thing, this is working, it may be time for you to branch out. It may be time for you to try new things and see if there's a broader, bigger, different market than what you had thought in the past. This is important. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. Are you willing to try new things to get ahead? I hope you are. Listen, we're going to dive into the flagship topic of the day today. Before we do that, a few things I want to remind you of. Number one, definitely the one thing I want you to do, go to zoneofgenius.com and sign up for zoneofgenius.com so you don't miss out on anything we're doing. Also, this episode is brought to you by our friends at Bitdefender, encouraging you to be sure that your business is secure, to be sure that malware is not sitting at your doorstep, to be sure that cyber criminals cannot attack your business or successfully hack your business, to be sure that ransomware is not waiting at the doorstep of your computers, to be sure that you're not clicking on a phishing link that you thought was for you and it's not for you. This is why smart companies install Bitdefender. Bitdefender.com/Ramon. Check it out today. Do yourself a favor and go to that link, bitdefender.com/Ramon. Tag them, let them know you heard about them on the Rundown with Ramon, bitdefender.com/Ramon. And I want to share one other thing with you. Many of you have said, Ramon, can you mentor us? Ramon, can you help me grow my business? Ramon, can you be my coach? Well, yes, I can. Brand new offering that people are signing up for, RamonOfficeHours.com. If you want to grow with Ramon, if you want to learn with me, if you want to understand how to have a better customer experience, if you want to know how to enhance your sales, if you want to know how to have better marketing, if you want to know how to unlock your mindset for entrepreneurial growth, you're curious how to do your first book, you want to know should you live stream or not, you want to know some tips on how to use social media better, you want to check us out in RamonOfficeHours.com. RamonOfficeHours.com. That's the place to go to check out my brand new offer. We have a catalog of the teaching, the training that I do. We meet on a regular basis, and it's a community of people that are growing together. Just started, and it is on fire. Ramon Office Hours. I encourage you to check it out to get help to take your business to the next level. Now, our topic of the day today, and I'm so glad, Doris, that this is resonating with you. Thank you. Yes, test a new city for my party carts. Love it, love it, love it, Doris. Glad this is resonating with you. So some insight from Seth Godin, and I want to read what he said. Seth Godin says, process thinking. Sure, you made it work this time, but will it work next time? Seth Godin says, can you teach the method to someone else? Do you have a protocol for what to do when it doesn't work? How can someone else contribute to your process to make it better? And this is the power of systems. And this is a weaker area for me, but something I know I need to do better. And there's 3 systems I believe every entrepreneur should have. A system for your customers, a system for your employees, and a system for operations. The system for customers. Do you have an onboarding system for new customers? Do you have a system that happens when customers retire or when they leave or when you fire them? Do you have a system for that's for employees. That's for customers. That's for employees rather. Sorry, mixed it up. Do you have a system for customers when new customers come on board that you welcome them? A system for customers when they decide, hey, you're not a fit for us and they go to a competitor. Do you have a system that's for the great customer experience that you want? Do you have a system for customer support? What systems do you have that focus on your customer? That includes sales and more. Second system to unpack that, what about a system for employees? When new employees come on, what are you doing to onboard them and welcome them? What about when employees are there, what are you doing to promote them in your business? What about their well-being? Do you have systems that you have to focus on these aspects of your business for your employees? And the third part, the operations. Do you have systems in place for marketing, systems in place for sales, systems in place for your internal operations? I'm not perfect in these systems. I can do a much better job in these, but I'm encouraging you as I'm learning with you. And Seth Godin was the catalyst for that today. The encouragement today, the lesson of the day is, one, we have to be willing to experiment. And I would dare say, I wonder, are you experimenting enough? One of the famous sayings goes is that if you're not failing enough, you may not be trying new things enough. You may not be experimenting enough. If Amazon can test and launch their stores and say, hey, we did 60 something of these stores and they're not working out, we're going to close them all down. Now that's a multi-billion-dollar loss probably. And I'm not saying you should lose that big, but contextually, have you tried something? Did you try a podcast and maybe it didn't work for you and maybe it's time to shut it down? Or you tried the podcast and realized you can tweak how you're doing it and realize you can do some things better with it. Maybe you tried to get a YouTube channel, didn't work the first time. Maybe it's time to go back and do it again. Maybe, just maybe. Everybody, my name is Ramon Ray. This is The Rundown with Ramon. I wish you a great, great, pleasant week, and I hope The Rundown with Ramon is a quick pep in your step. Whether you're joining us live for our morning show or you're listening to us on demand, I'm glad you're here. I'm Ramon Ray, and we're going to sign off, get ready to go to the gym, get ready to do some more things, get ready to go to Chicago to Creative Con, get ready to go to Romania, got some things doing with clients there, with Bitdefender and more. And I'm enjoying being here, and I can't wait to get my new glasses, because these are definitely not anti-glare. Be blessed. Be well. Thanks for being here for today's Rundown with Ramon show. Thank you.